General Manager of Amaretto. I have along with me today Miss Josephine Cooperstone and Jason Cooperstone. They are the owners of Amaretto. Miss Jamie Caproni, which is the Assistant Manager of Amaretto, and TM Zos Luminos. He is on our scripting team. So hello to everyone we don't know, and good to see everybody we do know. I have a few announcements that I want to make before we start getting into ponies. Um, First announcement is today is the last day of our May mystery sale. Does everybody know what is on sale for the rest of today anyways? It is Salt Licks, Chew Toys, and Orange Rinds. That's right. And guys, you need to stock up on that stuff while it's on sale because it doesn't go bad in your inventory and you're always going to need it, right, if you're breeding. So please take advantage of that mystery sale. I do not know what next month is going to be, but I do know today is the last day for the Salt Licks, the Chew Toys, and the Orange Rinds. The other announcement I want to make is is everybody aware of the new monthly animals for the month of June? Who can tell me what you need to breed together to get a special horse for the month of June? Sorrel and a Rose Pearl Eye. That is correct. Rose Pearl Eyes and Sorrels. What about for the canines? Does anybody know what we need to breed together to get some special canines? Look, Boobs is all over it. She says a Gemini Pearl Eye and any color boxer. That is right. And for my bird breeders out there, what do you need to breed together? You guys are answering me before I even ask the question. That's right. If you breed two pearl beaks together, you get a chance at the June Pearl bird this month. You can read my mind. Well, that's awesome. A couple other announcements I want to make, guys. Please be sure to check out our calendars, look at our events, make sure you are aware of what we're going on and what we're doing, because we do a lot of things for the community that we want all you guys to come out and be involved in. So whether you breed canines, birds, horses, whether you're going to breed ponies, guys, come out and be a part of the community and hang out with us and spend some time with us because that's one thing that we really love to do. I know that you guys have a lot of questions and we got a lot of people here. If you are not on the sim and you want to ask a question, you can IM me that question and I will make sure that it gets answered. The staff up here, we're all going to take turns answering the question. The main thing that I want us to do, guys, is not step all over each other. So let's give each other the respect. One question at a time. We'll answer it and we'll move to the next one. And I will make sure that the question, for my staff members up here, I will make sure that the question gets read out in voice as well for the people who are just listening and who aren't on the sim and can't see local chat. All right. Everybody got it? Well, with that being said, you guys get your questions ready. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to draw one name out of the name drawer. So let's pick our first new person to add to beta. What do you say? All right, here we go. We're going to pick a winner. And it's going to be Zez Celis, maybe? I don't know. Sorry if I killed your name and you're here. And if they're not here, we will get them that invite, a name we can't pronounce. All right, guys, since I know you guys have a ton of questions and y'all are raring to go, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys ask the first question. So nobody has a question? Come on, guys. I know you have questions. No questions. Thank you all for coming. All right. How many prims are the Pony Pals? All right. Well, I'll answer that question. As you can see, there's one right up here by me. If you edit on it, you'll see that it is 12 prims. Yeah, just like these beta tester girl pony that's up here beside me. She is only 12 prims. Are the Pony Pals set up like the big horses?
What do you mean? Are they set up like the horses? I don't understand. Good question.
I would say they work differently than the horses.
No, they're different than the horses. Yeah, as far as breeding and everything, they're a little
Will
different.
will classes be available for the pony pals like the rest of the Amaretto Breedables? I'll go ahead and answer that. I'm sure we will be adding pony pal classes to the ARU.
Okay, and Lexley had a question. I'll
Lexley.
take that. They asked if they weren't into any other Amaretto products, will they be behind? Work tongue. Will they be starting from behind the game? And the answer is no. No, you will. The Pony Pals are a brand new product. They're a fresh start. That sort of thing.
Starting where everybody else is starting with the ponies.
Monavi asked, will there be pairing once they are out on the market? No, there will not be pairing.
What prices will the starter packs be and the prices be? Josie, you want to take that one?
Sure. I have a list of the prices, and you wanted the price on the starter packs? Is that what the question was? Okay. I'm going to post this in local, and I'll read it as well. So the introductory pack is 4,000 lindens. It comes with 1 male, 2 females, and 1 of each of the consumables. Then we have a single pack, which just comes with a single random basket, and that is 1,000 lindens. Then we have a standard booster pack, which is 7,000 lindens, and it comes with 3 males and 6 females, no consumables. And the grand booster pack, which is 14,000 lindens, and it comes with 6 males and 12 females. Food prices. I'll go ahead and answer that one since I'm doing it. The Grub and Bliss. Grub is the food for the ponies. Bliss is the Bliss gummy. It raises the happiness, bliss of the pony. The Grub prices. Let me post that. The Grub comes in a single 10 and 20 packs. Single pack is $220, a 10 pack is $2,000, and a 20 pack is $4,000. Now the food lasts longer for the ponies than it does for the horses. One food lasts one pony 6 weeks, whereas the other animals it lasts 4 weeks. So one food, one pony lasts 6 weeks. That is the same that goes with the Bliss. Bliss. One Bliss is $240, 10 packs is $2,200, and 20 pack is $4,400 lindens.
I saw a question up there. What will be the ratio for breeding? Will it be 1 male to 2 females? I'll go ahead and answer that one. That is correct, guys. Somebody else asked me this question who's on the next sim over. It is 1 male to every 2 females. So it is different than the horses. That's correct, Neil. Grub equals food, and bliss will increase the bliss on the pony. All right. Will a pony pal store be available if we have a good area dedicated to them? I will say this. I think we're starting off, is it 5 stores, Jost, or is it 6? Okay, we already have 6 stores that we know we're going to place out. And so I don't know if we're going to put more stores out than that. If you would like a pony store when we do release the ponies, please file a ticket asking for a store, and we will, of course, take your sim into consideration. Oh, Lana, how old do they get before they retire? Jamie, you want to answer that one?
Yes, I was ready, but then I thought you were going to.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
They have descendants, which is a breeding cycle, and the female has 20. Let me put it in local. The female has 20, male has 40, and at that time they become vintage.
Yeah.
Which is, I was trying to get it pasted, which means there's no descendants remaining.
So it's similar if you guys have bred the birds, anyone, when the cycles, exactly, it's just like the birds, Neil, yeah. So when they run out of their descendants, they become vintage, which means they are no longer can breed. But that means that you can have a pony that's 3,000 days old and still have descendants left to breed. So they don't age out of breeding, they just use their descendants.
Yeah, so that would be exactly right. Your pony could be 3,000 days old. If it had descendants, you can breed it. Who was it that just said they're getting a voice error? We will put up an FAQ after this is all over. Will there be some kind of permanent pet making consumable? Ooh, that's a good question.
I'm sure in the future, yes, we will incorporate something similar to the Forever Foal, the Perpetual Puppy, and the Beloved Bird. I'm sure eventually, yes, we will have a consumable like that. There is no pet food. There is only one type of food for the ponies, and it's grub. There is no pet food for the ponies.
Also, we have no plans in the works for a MySL ponies, if that's what you're talking about, Leo. Let's see, I had a couple questions in IM I wanted to read so that they could get answered. They were asking about, I'm listening from another sim, how often or will you have limited editions? Because will they be scarce like when the horses first began or less like they are now? We do have plans to have special horses or ponies like that. They will be called the deluxe edition. And we are not, we do not have any to release when we release the ponies. I do not believe. Doesn't mean there's not going to be any though. Yes, the bliss lasts as long as the grub does.
I'll just post this in local because I'm sure I think that's what he was asking. So the ponies limited editions will be called deluxe, and there will be special ponies, like she said. They will be posh ponies.
Okay, Lexley asked if we're going to be doing pre-orders. We will never do pre-orders. Ever, ever, ever. We don't believe in doing so.
And that's not only just for us guys, that's for you too. You guys don't want to pay for a product that's not complete, right? We don't want to sell you one that's not complete either. All right. So guys, who else has some more questions? If you're on another sim and you can hear me, please feel free to IM me and I will make sure your question gets answered. But let's go ahead and pick another winner from the name drawer, right? All right, so our next big winner to be added to the beta tester group is going to be Leo. Congratulations, Leo. We will be sending you that group invite after the Q.
We do not have a release date. Right now, we are in our first round of beta testing, which has been going fairly well. We've found a few bugs. Our beta testers have found a few bugs. We have already fixed those and are preparing to release the second round of beta. So we don't usually give out dates until we're absolutely sure that that's the date we're going to use. So you know us, that doesn't happen until maybe a week or so, if maybe more than that, a little bit. But all I can tell you is beta is going well. There have been few bugs that we have already fixed. So our alpha testers did really well in finding most of the bugs. So, but our beta testers found new ones. That's why we need such a bigger group to test, because they think of different things to test than the smaller group does. So.
Oh, that's probably a good one for Jason. How are they on script time, and have you tried loading regions up with them?
They're fairly decent on script time. I do believe that they are a little better than the horses or any of our other animals. Have we tried loading up? No, we haven't tried loading up a sim with them quite yet. However, um, the ponies are designed to have as little impact as possible on a sim, as far as listeners, those types of things go. If you know anything about scripting.
Go back up real quick. Beta ponies, they will vanish. You cannot keep them. How long of a notice will you give us for the release date, roughly? Like, how long before we release them will we tell you? Like 10 minutes, maybe. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. We're going to try and give as much notice as we possibly can, but we don't set dates that we can't keep. You guys don't like that, and we don't like it either. So that's why until we are absolutely sure that they're ready to go, then we'll give an announcement. No, we will not have a server meltdown, because our servers are monsters, and we have several of them. So we will not have a great pony meltdown like we did with the horses. No.
It's the old adage.
Monster servers. Let's just say that now. We've learned our lessons. So, yeah.
As the old adage goes, when they're ready.
Yeah.
Yes, when we first started, we actually killed a server. There was one question up here that I wanted to see because no one answered. Let me scroll up real quick. The only governing factor for breeding is range. No, there's a couple things that have to happen for a breeding to occur. One, are you talking about what do you have to do to get them to breed, or are you talking about instead of pairing? No, you cannot set the pairing. What you can do is set range and move them apart or put them in groups. Yes. That's correct. Yeah, what Leo's referring to, I don't know if you guys noticed or in the group earlier, they were talking that there is no pair option in the ponies. That is because we did not want to include that. So you cannot pair your ponies, but you can set them apart and set the range so that the ponies can only breed with ponies within the range. I had somebody IM me that says, how do you get into the giveaway? If you're not in it by now, it's too late to get into it because it's already closed. What is the range? Well, that's a great question, Lana. Default, I think, is default is 5, but you can change it all the way up to 96. But I believe we recommend no higher than 45. They are 12 prims. Horses or ponies are 12 prims. Okay, but with one male and 2 females, how can we manage them if we have hundreds of animals like I usually have? Okay, I want to address that question. Marco, how many horses do you currently have? Just curious. 50, 40, more than 100, less than 100? Just take a guess. Okay. Okay, say Ella, she has 250. Ella, do you pair 125? Do you make 125 pairs a day on your horses? All right, so how do you get them to breed? I mean, you guys already know this. I'm just helping you get to the same conclusion I'm at, right? We don't use pairing. I don't use pairing. I've been breeding for 7 years. I don't use pairing. If you have a large herd, you're not going to be using pairing because you're going to have way too many of them to pair together anyways. So you're gonna breed them just like you breed the horses, the canines, or the birds. You're gonna move them to pods or move them away from each other.
The thing
It's
is with the pairing is pairing doesn't always work. I can't tell you how many times a day I get IMs about my pairing didn't work. Pairing is very limited because of second life issues. So sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But the ponies will not have pairing, and that's not going to change. So I've owned horses for how long? 7+ years. I never pair my horses. I've had hundreds and hundreds of them, and I use my little stalls and put mine together in their little sections. Ones that I want to breed together, I put them together. Ones I don't, they go with the other ones. So we will not have pairing with the ponies.
all right. So I think the next question, is there a difference in breed of ponies? Barry, I'll answer that. Sure. There are like different breeds. I'm doing quotation marks. Those are styles. Has anyone clicked on these ponies up here? If you click the pony up there and click stats, you're going to see that it has a style. And the one I clicked on is Star Chocolate. So the breeds they are styles for the ponies. Let me go back up here. Oh wait, here we go. Oh wait. Somebody asked me a question and will there be monthly eyes for the ponies? I want to say my famous, you never know. You're going to have to wait till the release to find that one out. I can't give you all the secrets away. Dina already answered that one earlier. Will we have classes for like the birds? I'm sure we will have ARU classes on the ponies. Oh, you mean like bird of the line, jester, like that? No, I can't say that will never happen, but for the release, we do not plan on them having classes. Like, there's these ponies up here you guys can click on. Don't all click on the same one at the same time because, well, it won't answer you. But you can click on those ponies and see the stats. Or here, let me just post it in local so you guys don't even have to click it. Give you a chance to see what the stats look like. What's Zing and Moxie? Well, we can definitely answer that one for you. Zing When your pony reaches 100% zing, I'm sorry, 0% zing, it will go to sleep. And it's going to sleep, and then it's going to wake up nice and refreshed with lots of zing. All right. Moxie, that's, think about that as how happy your pony is. You will have to, oh, I'm sorry. That's bliss. Moxie is like your fervor if you're comparing it to a horse, or your heat, or your vigor. So once Moxie is at 100%, you will be able to breed. Polka dotted ponies. I have a question that someone shouted, I guess. Are ponies the same as horses, with one shown coat style or whatever and one hidden in the starters? Um, you're starting to get into like genetics and things like that. Aiden, I believe, asked that question. I'll answer that for you. Yeah, they're going to have a set of hidden traits and a set of shown traits. And when you breed them together, you'll get a chance at either the shown or the hidden traits of the two ponies have that you're breeding together. Is it Zing, like from Hotel Transylvania? I've seen that movie, but I have no idea what you're talking about, Zing, from that movie. Friskiness. How long does it take them to give birth? That's a good one. I'll let somebody else answer that. I've been talking for a minute.
You mean like how long? There's no pregnancy, so as long as the conditions are right for both the male and the female will drop the basket. So there is no pregnancy time. So,
Guys, let me translate that for you. There's no 99% stare. How about that?
yeah. Well, maybe with a Moxie, 99% Moxie stare, maybe. But what were you going to say, Jason?
Kelly asked, will they show only immediate parents? Yes. They will show only the mother and the father.
The female has a recovery time. The male
Yeah,
does not. Yeah.
There you go. For the how long do they take to gain Moxie? Moxie starts to build at age 6, and it takes 4 days for full Moxie.
All right, I got a couple questions in IM. Let me read those so they can get an answer. Will there be charmed albinos and haven ponies? Well, we already talked about the charmed. We did not say anything about albinos or haven ponies yet. How long are the ponies able to breed? Like the horses, 120 days. And what are ponies? Well, ponies can breed forever as long as they have descendants. And if you don't know what the ponies are, I don't know how you got here. Forever as long as they have descendants. How long does it take a typical fawn to gain Moxie? I have no idea about the fawns. There is no 120-day limit. You're lucky that you don't get like mugged over there, Leo. Yes, you can feed your pony as long as you want.
I'll take that. Neil asked if the birthing was like the birds birthing. Then no, there's no 1 hour wait or having to incubate them or stuff like that. You just the birthing's like the horse's birthing. or the dog's birthing, you just click yes and they come out.
What happens if you don't feed your pony? Well, just like any other animal, if you don't feed it, what happens? It gets sick. That's right. Um, the ponies take 5 days to go sick. So they can go 5 days without food before they get sick. When you hit the end of the descendants, do you need to keep feeding the pony? If you don't want it, yeah, if you don't want it to be sick, you will need to continue to feed the pony. All right, guys, let's slow down for just a minute so we can answer all these questions that have came in. Green ponies like the green horses. The ponies don't currently go green, so will you be able to heal them with food like you do the horses? I'll let somebody else answer that one. Will they get haven points like the horse? Okay, wait, let me go back.
No, the ponies do not eat out of sickness. There is a pony noodle soup that you can get to heal them, but they do not eat their way out of sickness.
Will we get haven points like the horses? Right now, there is no pony haven. That doesn't mean there won't be one in the future. Only one type of food, guys. Just answered that one earlier. Only breedable food. Will there be a forever foal for them in the future? Possibly, Heather. Yeah, we have a price for the pony noodle soup. Let me see if I can paste that
There
to
you
you
go.
guys. Oh, thank you, Jamie.
You're welcome.
So that's pretty affordable. A single is $2.50, and you get 5 for $12.50. There is a pony wiki actually. You can get to it through the main website, but I'll get you guys a link.
So right now, there's very few things on the wiki. We are waiting until we had this Q&A first. Most of those links on that wiki will be filled out once we are done with the Q&A. The price list, obviously not the traits. Those won't be filled out, but a lot of the other links will be filled out once we are done with this pony Q&A.
All right, guys, we're coming up right on 35 after the hour, so let's go ahead and pick another winner from the group. This will be our third new beta tester, and we are going to say congratulations to Troublemaker. Congratulations, Troublemaker. We'll be sending you a beta tester invite after this Q&A. And I think the question that we left off on, it was a technical one for the guys. How will the ponies affect the script memory on mainland Sims? Jason addressed the script usage earlier. Excuse me. Like he said earlier, it's pretty comparable to the horses, so we don't foresee them being any more laggy than the horses are.
To add to Ava there, we see them being less laggy than the horses, or any of the other animals that we have. They actually use less memory overall.
So there you go. Who was that, Kelly? I just want to take a moment to say how awesome our community is, guys. We have well over probably 100 people on all the Sims that are listening. So if you guys have a question and you're not on the Sim, if you have a question and you're not on the Sim, please send me a message. Message me your question and I'll make sure it gets answered. All right, guys? I know you guys have tons of other questions that you want to ask. You guys have been waiting for months. So I want to give everybody time to ask all the questions they want to ask.
Um, the beta is not hidden. A lot of the beta testers have their beta ponies on open sims. I know there's some at the market. But the beta ponies are no transfer, so they cannot be given to other breeders, but they are not a secret by any means. They are public. I've seen them at markets, etc. That's correct.
Oh, I had a good question that somebody asked me, and they'd like to know if there's something interactive planned for the ponies, such as racing. Um, they know that they are too small to ride, but they could still race, or perhaps a dueling game of some sort. Um, will they be able to carry them around, or is there any interactive things planned for them? Absolutely, we have some interactive things planned. Um, I don't believe that the ponies are going to be able to race because, how funny would all of us look sitting on those little bitty ponies, right? Um, you will, however, be able to hold and carry your ponies around with you, so that will be really cool. Yes, Kindred, to answer your question, she asked, does Bliss build like riding does when you're holding your pony? Yes, it will. No, Kelly, we're all going to be walking around holding a handful of them. Guess that answered your question, Hunkinder.
Yes, you can hold more than one. You would just have to adjust. You hold it in one arm. You can hold one in one arm and hold one in the other arm. If you adjust them in edit, you can hold more than one. I know some people who ride how many horses at a time? But that looks a little weird because they're one inside the other. But yes, you can hold multiple. Now, they don't change the whole what they look like. The sculpt positions don't change. So, but you can wear them one in each arm if you'd like. Yes. Would you have both arms up? No. The animation is set for one pony. But I'm sure you can attach multiple ones if you wanted to.
Wow, 20 horses on at once. That's a lot. All right, guys, keep those questions coming in. I know you guys have a lot of questions. And keep those IMs coming, guys. I am getting to them.
Had a good question, and I have actually an example. I'm going to just post this in local because I will butcher the name. So, Topa 2? Is that how you say that? I don't know. They asked the different scales and sizes. I actually have examples of that I was going to put out. Let me do that right now. Right here up front, I have the different scales for the sizes of the ponies, what they start out like, what they end up like. You can see here, these ones here are full grown that are mine, my testers, my beta testers. They are full grown. But you can also see the different sizes here up front by me.
Oh, Lana had a good question. Being a breeding is similar to horses. Is it possible for the ponies and horses to interbreed? No, you cannot breed your ponies to your horses. Yeah, you got to breed your ponies to your ponies.
I also have an example of the basket. Let me just put those out for you guys. You can see behind me the little pink carts. Those are the actual consumable vendors with the consumable on top. So if you had questions about what the consumables look like, the pink carts behind me are the actual vendors. Obviously, they don't have anything in them right now, but you can see what each one of the consumables looks like, and that will be the vendors that you will see out at the stores.
Yeah, we can leave the sized examples out for a little bit in case you're on the other sim and you want to come see them. Will baskets show the sex?
Baskets will show the sex, yes.
Yeah. And guys, I will get all of these added to the Pony Wiki probably today with a description on what each of them do. Did everybody get the link for the Pony Wiki? Here, let me. In case you didn't get it, save it, bookmark it. Is it possible to explain what they are at each vendor? Yeah, I guess we could go over what they are. I guess I could.
You talking about the consumables? Oh, okay.
All right, so I guess we'll start with the one closest to me. That will be the Moxie Sunday vendor. The price of the Sunday is a single is $2.50 and 5 is $12.50. Moxie. Hey, hold your questions for just a minute till we get through all these for everybody to know what they are and do and all that good stuff. The Moxie Sunday gives a 10% boost in Moxie. Next, you have the grub, which is the food, which Josie's already went over the prices of that. Then the pony noodle soup, which she already talked briefly about as well. That will make your pony not sick if it is sick. Then the next is the rainbow cake surprise. This is like an all stat booster. It will give an increase to your pony's energy, its bliss, its grub, all that good stuff, right? Oh, thank you, Jamie. Then we have the Energize Me vendor. That is for your zing. It gives a 10% boost in zing. And then I think last but not least, and this is one of my favorites, is the Bliss Gummy Bear vendor, which Josie's already went over the price of the Bliss and what the Bliss does exactly. So, and guys, think of these little tea carts as your stumps, like if you're buying horse food, or the wagon if you're buying canine food, or the upside down bucket if you're buying the bird food. All right, so this will be your box that you get and that you'll need to open up. There was a couple of questions. Did that answer all your questions, Lana? Okay, great. Kelly, I would say that you're a little way out there because we don't even have siblings yet. So, um, that would be something that will probably released at a later date. All right, guys, keep those questions coming. Let me know when I am if you're on another sim. Oh, let me give you that. The cost of the the Moxie and the Rainbow and the Gummy. Okay. The Energize Me is 200 lindens for a single, and a 5-pack is 1K. The Sunday, a single is 250, and a 5-pack is 1250. The cake is 500, and a 5-pack 2500. You're very welcome. I'm excited about these prices. I'm excited about these ponies. If you compare them to our other breedables or even other breedables out on the grid, very, very cost effective. And welcome back, Kelly. All right, guys, keep those questions coming in. Let's go ahead and pick another winner. Another free entry into beta. Well, all entries were free, but our next winner is going to be Tazia. Congratulations, Tazia. I don't know if you're here or not. We're going to be adding you to the beta tester group. All right, guys, got about 6 more names we got to draw, but let's keep those questions coming. Yes, congratulations. All right, I know you guys have been waiting, like some of you, months to ask some of these pony questions that we're answering today. So please feel free to ask those questions. Do these take 7 days to get to breedable age? The ponies, I'll answer that. The ponies will start gaining moxie at 6 days old. Baza, I think the packs that we talked about earlier are the only ones we have yet. Aiden, I'll post those in local for you again.
No, actually, Tanya is asking if there's going to be like pick or runt specifically. Ava. And
That would be a trait, and I'm going to tell you
yeah,
right now, we're not going to tell you the traits that they're going to have. So some questions that you're asking, you're going to have to wait and see. We're not going to tell
that's what I
you
was
all
going
the
to say.
traits that are provided or what traits they'll have or what traits they won't have. Will they have wild manes and tail? We're not going to tell you all that. Some stuff y'all have to wait and see. we're not gonna spoil the surprises for you.
Yes, we love
Surprises.
surprise.
Speaking of surprises, let's go ahead and draw another name. Who was the demo person for the snoring, Jason and TM? I don't think either one of them snore half as cute as the ponies do. Just saying. All right, next winner's gonna be Dretta. Congratulations, Dretta. All right, let me just double check, but I think we've picked five winners so far, so I'm going to pick five more at the end of the Q&A. I want to make sure that everybody has got a chance to ask all the questions you want to ask. I don't care if you think they're silly or not. Guys, now is the time. You have the Amaretto staff here. We got the guys here for the technical side. So don't be afraid to ask those questions. All right. What is a descendant? I missed it. Jamie answered that one earlier. Steeler. A descendant is one breeding cycle. There is no stupid question, Celtic. The ponies are sculpts. They are not mesh. Thank you, Lexley. Will there be holiday pony pals? Yeah, I kind of touched on that earlier. Limited edition. Well, they're going to be deluxe edition. All right. We got a lot of the same kind of questions coming back in. At age 7, well, hold on. Let me go back. How far back in the trees will you be able to see, will we see grandparents? Jason answered that one earlier. You'll only be able to see parents. Ponies will not retire. They will only run out of descendants. When they have used all the descendants, they will become vintage and will be no longer able to breed. So 0 to 7, depending on the sex of your pony, you're going to have the same descendants. Males have 40 and females have 20. So once they start breeding, every time you breed, it's going to take a descendant away. Does that make sense to everybody? Okay, great. I got a question in IM. How far do they wander, and can you change the distance that they will move around within? Absolutely, Les. They do have a range, and you will be able to change it. Similar, Kelly. Trouble, what'd you miss? All right, I got someone blowing me up in IM. Let me take a look here.
The minimum range for a pony is 2. Isn't that correct, Jason? Hello?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
Sorry. Best Jason imitation I could do.
Okay. I don't know where Jason is. Minimum is 2. Maximum is 96. We do not recommend setting the range to 96 on your ponies. The largest we recommend is 45. Anything greater than 45, you're just opening it up to having issues with eating, breeding, etc. So, but you can set it to 96. People set theirs larger. If you have very few ponies, you may not have issues. If you have canines and birds and horses and ponies and you set your range to 96, expect eating and breeding issues. So that's why we recommend you do not set them at a large range.
Smokey, I'll answer that. We currently do not have any plans for an exterior or an external website that you can track your ponies on. We leave that, guys, up to you, the third-party creators. We would love for someone to create a third-party website to keep up with your horses and to keep your lineage and stuff like that. Yeah, I think that would be a great opportunity for somebody to make. Yeah. Y'all need to get on to some of your talented breeders that know scripting and code writing and things like that, and get on them to make you something like that. All right, like I said earlier, guys, if you're on another sim and you have a question, please feel free to send me a message, Avalon Crystal, and I will definitely get your question answered. What is spare time?
Yeah, what is the spare time you talk of? I know not the definition.
That in a sentence? Yeah. We will be using the same ticket system for the ponies that we currently use for the horses, the birds, and the canines. And guys, we have streamlined that so much that filing a ticket and the turnaround is becomes so seamless that how many of you guys have filed a ticket and had your horse back within 10 minutes? I just want to know. Let's just take a poll. Everybody knows I love to take polls. Had your support ticket answered in 10 minutes by Amaretto? Yeah, so we're going to keep with what works, keep it simple, stupid, right? And we're going to use the same ticket system. You're still waiting for a horse? Well, I don't think you're going to get it back while we're all here. So it's probably a good assumption. All right, guys, who else has some questions? Feel free. There is no stupid question. And I would rather you guys ask it while we're all here and able to answer versus you wondering and not getting your question asked.
Also, if you've missed any of this, like they're scrolling by very fast and they might be getting mixed up, we're going to post, there'll be the manual posted and pricing and all that good stuff on the wiki soon. So also a FAQ about the questions and answers.
Okay, I'll take Kindred's. He asked, is the range for eating, breeding, etc. based upon home position or their current position as they wander around? Now, anything that has to deal with a communicating with something else, like eating or breeding, it is based upon their current position. When moving, it is based off of their home position, because the animal can automatically calculate from its home position to where it's going to go.
All right, we got a bunch of questions that just came in at once. Are you going to see the ponies on a different grid someday? We have no plans at this time to go to any other grid. Second Life keeps us pretty busy. Will there be a GPS for ponies like there are for horses, so you can set them all at one time, or do you have to do it individually? And then Celtic followed that up with the answer. The Global Pony Synchronizer, that's the GPS, and it will work like the other GPS does with the other animals.
There's a sample of that too down on the end. At the very end of these pink vendors, you see the box there. That's the vendor for the pony synchronizer, as well as the demos next to it.
Kindred, I believe the answer to that is going to be no, because it's all from the home position, correct? Isn't that what you just said, Jason?
No, that's not what I said.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it could technically be possible. That's why you have to double any range between things. Because you have to remember, movement range is the radius from its home position, but everything else is the radius from its current position. It's a Second Life thing. I would love to be able to do it, everything from the home position, but that would be nearly impossible.
So if a horse or pony is set to movement, they will not go further than the range of their food. No, in Jason's example, they will go further than the range of their home position.
Huh?
Right.
No, I think that's not. She said set to no movement. If they're set to no movement.
Yeah, they won't go. Their range won't change at all.
No.
They won't. They won't move. So as long as you have the range set to have their food within the radius, then
let me post it again.
Then it'll be fine.
Yeah, no. If they're moving, you'll see them move. If they don't move, they won't move. Can people that aren't beta testers start buying the food and supplies to keep it stocked for when they are released? You cannot currently buy anything for the ponies. You will only be able to purchase the ponies, the food, the consumables for them when they are released. Yeah, somebody asked me, and I am, will you be able to sell the ponies like you do the horses? Yes, you will. Well, hopefully there won't be any crashing of Sims because we're going to have multiple locations. So hopefully you guys will see if, the main Sim is full, let's go to the next one on the list. I mean, you guys know that. All right, what do you say we pick another winner from our random name drawer to be joined in beta? The ponies are completely different than the horses. So I would say the reason that we wanted to do those, we wanted to do something different. We definitely wanted to do something cute and cartoony and totally not realistic. All right, so our next winner is going to be Rosie. Congratulations, Rosie. If you are here, we are going to be adding you to the beta tester group after this. All right, guys, keep those questions coming in. That's a debatable thing, Dina. That's probably been the age-old question of Second Life. All right, guys. You have a comment instead of a question, give them to you. We want to give them to you. I wish I could send everybody home with a pony today. All right. Well, I don't see any other questions coming in, guys. Let's do a last call for questions. While you guys, last call for questions. If you have a question, please get it asked so we can get you an answer. I am going to make a few short announcements that I made at the beginning of the meeting. One is that today is the last day for the May mystery sale, guys. So go get your salt, your chew toys, and your orange rinds. Also, does everybody here know what the picture of the week is? Try to tell everybody about this. Picture of the week is a contest that we hold every week, every Wednesday. I pick a picture of the week. You can enter it by taking a picture of your favorite Amaretto Breedable with your avatar or with not. You can edit it. You can do whatever you want with it as long as it's in taste or tasteful. You put it in a note card, drop that note card into the camera at the main horse store. I go over there every Wednesday and I pick a winner. And not only do I slap your picture on every media outlet that we have, you also get an awesome prize. And you get your choice of picking if you want it for the horse, the canines, or the birds. Yep, it's got to be tasteful. So guys, please get into that. Spread the word about that because that's a great way to get some free Amaretto stuff. Do you guys like free stuff? They may not like free stuff, Josie. Some people don't.
There is a camera at the canine sim as well and the university that you can drop your pictures into.
So, I mean, if you like free stuff, maybe think about entering that. All right, I did a last call for questions. Anybody got any last call questions? You can absolutely show your beta ponies in your store, Sam, or on your sim. You cannot sell them because they are no transfer. All right, so I don't see any other questions coming through. Let me see. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to draw 4 more names.
I'll answer that one. The difference in the colors in the baskets, the red basket, that is the color that the ponies birth. So when a little basket drops below your pony, it's going to have a red top. The turquoise teal color, that is a male starter basket. That is a male starter basket. The purple one next to it, that is a female starter basket. That's what you'll get when you buy the packs from the stores. You will get a purple. Females will be purple, males will be the teal color. And the last one on the end, the beige yellowish kind of color, that is a random basket. So when you buy the single random, that's what you'll get. That's the colors of the basket.
All right, the square root of 480 or 48,639 is going to be 220.5425. Yeah, thank you, Jamie. She already knew what I was thinking. All right, guys, I certainly appreciate all of you coming out. Yes, you will know this X of the basket when it's dropped. Guys, I'm gonna work on the wiki today and get some of those questions, the prices, things like that up so you guys can definitely share that information. If you want to join the pony group, you can go to any store and find the group joiner and hit the pony group. And as long as you're, 45 days old, it will send you an invitation. Guys, turn on your notices for that pony group. Or if you don't like the group chat or things like that, go join our hippo group. That way you guys know what's going on, know when things are announced, know when we're getting ready for release. We will keep you guys updated when we end beta, when we go into our second round of beta, things like that. So guys, just be proactive about being in the circle. We do our connection every day on our website. Everybody checks those, right? The connection website. If you don't, please do. There's lots of useful information. Most every weekday, there is a new connection up for you guys. I do want to thank you all for coming. I want to thank TM, Jamie, Jason, and Josie helping me answer all these questions today. I am going to draw 4 more names. Are you guys ready for those? 4 more lucky names to be added to the beta tester group. First one is going to be, congratulations goes to Lesbiana Soulstar. Congratulations, Lesbiana. Second congratulations goes to Fernando. Congratulations, Fernando. I think I got 2 more. Oh. Third congratulations is going to go to Jacob. Congratulations, Jacob. We'll be adding you to the beta group. And last but not least, it's cool that some of them are actually here that won. Last but not least, you don't have to be here to win, by the way, guys. Sholi? I can't say that. I probably butchered your name. Congratulations. We'll be sending you a beta tester invite as well. Thank you guys for coming and asking all the questions that you've asked. Thank you to my staff here for helping me answer those questions. Guys, I'm sure we have a lot more of pony Q&As to do. So look for those. Like I said, join the pony group, turn on those notices. At the very least, join the hippo group so you see those notices coming through if you don't have group space or whatever. All right. I want to say this has been so long in the making. I am so excited. I hope that everybody else is too. And I just have one other thing I want to say, and that is #PonyLife.
TM, you were asked a question.
Yeah, I just caught up. She's doing pretty good. Doing better. So, there's that.